All right. Good evening to everyone that is already on. Hope you're having a blessed day. I would be remiss if I did not start this particular show tonight since I am from Memphis. Tashiana is from Memphis. Mo is from Memphis as well. um, as I'm sure you've seen today, one of our beloved Memphis Suns was slain today. Actually, right up the street from where I reside, where the church is. So we want to say we live, Mo. We want to say to his family, praying for you. City of Memphis, we're praying for you as well. All those involved, all of those touch, all of his fans. We're praying for everyone. I want those of you who will watch this later, say a prayer for the city of Memphis. Um, Tasha and Mo, y'all got something y'all want to say on the front end about what happened today at all?
I'm late to the party, but I do want to touch on it. It was so sad. I was actually at work when this happened today, and I have a lot of officers who live on my route, and I didn't find out first on social media like most people. I found out through the police officers in my neighborhoods who were like speeding to their cars, and I'm like, "What's going on? What's going on?" They was like, "All units have been called out, some for patrolling and some for actually going to the scene," and it was so sad. And I'm from Memphis, born and raised. There's a lot of Memphis artists that I like, but for this, for some reason, it just really hit home. My son listens to Dolph, his dad does, my fiance does, pretty much my whole family, and it was just really sad. And for those of you who don't know him, it's still sad. And so, I just think it's really sad. I've seen a lot of people say, I hate my city. I hate my city. I'm not one of those. I love Memphis. We have to remember that Memphis didn't kill Young Dolph. Somebody in Memphis did. So before you just tarnish your city, let's all stick together and just really focus on getting through this together because it's not the city. It's just people in the city. So I'm praying for his family, and it's really sad.
Yeah. Thanks, Mo. Tashiana, you got something?
Um, I think I echo the sentiments of everybody. I it's just heartbreaking, right? So a lot of people know him from the stance of a rapper. I wasn't familiar with him. The way in which I came to know him was he often stayed in the same hotel as us in Atlanta, and I remember my cousin or somebody who was with us said, "Don't you know who that is standing right next there?" And I was like, "I don't know who that is. Who is that?" And he kind of smiled, and we had a conversation about housing in the city of Memphis, and he ended up sharing a team member's number because of the sentiment, the joy, the pride that he had in his city, right? And I just liked his cars. We all know all of his cars were wrapped in the same thing, so I took notice of his car. But he was a very kind and humble dude. And today, people happen to be talking about him. We went and tried a restaurant that Frank had posted on his Frank the Foodie stage. I don't know what that is. Is that me? Um,
It might have been
and
me.
And so, people were just talking about how kind he was, him just being there yesterday and all this other stuff. And so, I just think it's heartbreaking because, yeah, most people know him as a rapper, but this man was a father and a husband. And I think that, it's really unfortunate because his wife had a whole movement surrounding the lives of Black men and that Black men deserve to grow old too because of the way in which her brother was killed. So I just think the irony that her husband was killed this same way, it's crazy. I mean, it's heartbreaking, it's disbelieving, it's a reminder that life is but a vapor, here today, gone tomorrow, literally. And then, I know that there's said to be a beef, but I'm like, for what? Is it like really that serious that we're like killing people and not really grasping the impact, that it has on everybody else? Like everything we do has an impact on something and someone else. So, for sure, prayers for his wife, his family, his children, the community. Like Mo said, it's not like a Memphis thing. I mean, all the way on the West Coast, hello, Nipsey Hussle. So it's not a city thing, it's a mentality thing. And I think that it's important that we have conversations. We encourage people to squash beefs, to focus on what's important. I mean, I don't know. It's very unfortunate, and especially as we approach the holidays, it's unfortunate to say the very least.
Dwayne, I know you're not from Memphis, but anything you want to add?
Yeah, I'm not from Memphis, but I got a lot to say. Frank, we can joke and we can play a whole lot, and I won't give too much because this is your live tonight. But I will say this: I'm discouraged, um, because I think that oftentimes we as Black people we fight so many different battles. We got racism hanging over our head. We got hatred hanging over our head, but then yet we still have to fight this battle of of this battle of jealousy, this battle of envy, this battle of hatred that turns into murders in most urban cities across America. And today, even myself, man, I'm not one to listen to a lot of rap. A lot of people don't know that about me. I still kind of listen to like Most Def and Jay-Z and Nas and all of them because that's just what I like. But I also love the fact that the new guys can come up and have music that make our kids dance, and I like learning the dance moves and trying to practice it with them. But today I'm heartbroken because there's a lot of things that we fight as Black people, but this one, this taking each other's lives has to become the forefront of how we move. If you get that angry that you feel the need that you got to take somebody's life, we've got to find other alternatives, other ways. I don't know what they are. We tried to implement some in our city, but we still seeing the product of 300 plus murders a year. It's a challenge to every Black man, to every Black woman. Uh, let's just think about what we do before we do it. Let's consider everything. So that's my thoughts, man. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you.
Man, we gonna get the show started. I'm gonna run the videos. Y'all know what to do. Share the live to your Facebook thing. I'm gonna have just 1 minute of silence for Young Dolph, and then we'll run. We'll run it. Frankly speaking, I'm here now. Let's run it. All right. Happy Wednesday night, y'all. You are tuned in to Frankly Speaking. Let's get to it. I need y'all to do me a favor. Everybody who's on, I need all of you. Let's do it backwards tonight. I need all of you to exit out of the live chat and hit that like button. Hit that like button. Even those of you on the panel, make sure you hit that like button. Mo, Tashiana, Dwayne, make sure you hit that like button on the video. And then share. Hit that share button. Hit copy. Post it to your Facebook timeline and your send it out to at least 3 people. Greatly appreciate it. Apparently, we just had an earthquake or something. Did y'all hear that?
let me come get on the plane and rescue y'all. Y'all got to get out of Memphis.
We just had an
tonight.
earthquake.
Let me get.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me call my jet. Let me get y'all out of Memphis.
Apparently.
Tonight.
That's because Memphis is just shaking up.
Well, that's a good recovery, Mo.
Is this for real?
That's what I'm hearing. I'm not seeing.
Maybe I can take off work tomorrow.
I don't think it was a bad one though.
Y'all know I need any reason to take off work.
No, you don't. You just wake up ready to take off work. Just go ahead and be a housewife.
I couldn't be a housewife.
Or be like the woman that Frank, the video I sent you.
We didn't see the video.
Well, Frank might play it tonight.
Hold on, what video?
The woman who was denying who was talking about the car when my man was on.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't see that.
Just to laugh for me.
Yeah, and if you copy me again, it's gonna be real gang out here. Gang.
Funny.
Oh no, I think even though today is a really sad day in the city, I think we should just really stay positive tonight and
No
get
doubt.
them laughing tonight because everybody been so sad all day. We got Dwayne on here, so he got all the jokes he funny. I think it should just be.
Oh, I'm ready to come after TT tonight.
Don't do my girl. Don't.
We can't hear you. You're on mute. That's what the Lord wants.
You on mute, Tashiana. You on mute.
Oh, sorry. You see what I'm saying? I'm on mute. I don't even have anything to come up with you. I said, as they say in Memphis, I'm feeling real low right now. No, but y'all, my business coach is on here. Remember I was telling you about my planner? There she go. That's my business coach. She's from Memphis. So when people be talking about there ain't nothing going on in Memphis, she's a self-made, God-made multi-millionaire in Memphis. I'm just saying. So we're not gonna say that Memphis is whack because of what happened today. Because there's a lot of, like Mariah said, there's a lot of beauty, a lot of greatness in the city. That's right, Fly Boss.
Hi, Fly Boss. How you doing? Welcome to the Frankly Speaking show.
Hey, girl, I need to get a planner.
Look, I forgot to put my lights on and everything.
Already,
I'm only gonna use your discount code, boo. You are the only code I'm using.
You don't need a discount code.
The Black Friday bundle. So listen, we support now here. Yes.
All right, listen. Hey everybody, what's up, Fly Balls? Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in tonight. What's up, Kristen? What's up, Teresa? What's up, Eva? What's up, Nurse Daisha? Listen, y'all know how we do. I want y'all interacting in these comments. It's a live for a reason. That means you interact with us. We could pre-record this, but we don't because we like the crowd interaction. So make sure you're turning the comments up. Make sure you stay active. Make sure you stay talking. And don't forget to share.
Don't forget to share.
Don't forget to share. All right.
Don't forget to
All right.
share.
Let's get it popping, y'all. So, of course, y'all know, frankly speaking, we're always discussing situational and relevant scenarios that happen in everyday life. So tonight, we're gonna cover a couple of topics that are gonna be maybe sensitive to some of you out there, but we're gonna dive right into it. Let's start with this one. Let's start with this one. Hello. Um, is there a limit, ladies and gentlemen? Is there a limit to the level of friendliness your friends of the opposite sex of your partner can have with your partner? Is there limit? Is there boundaries? Can they text one another at random times, just them two? Can they go out to lunch? Can they kick it? Uh, can they go to a show? Can they go to dinner together? Can they go get drinks together without you? Just them two. Is there a level of friendliness, or does that have to do with security? Are you insecure if your significant other can kick it with your friend without you? Um, let's dive into that tonight. Hey Michelle, how are you? Listen, y'all coming on in. Let's share. Let's turn it up, y'all. As y'all can see, it's gonna be real juicy tonight. It's gonna be real good tonight, and I'm ready to get it popping. So, whoever wants to dive into this, let's do it.
Listen, I just want to start off by saying that
We love
one of oh one of my pet peeves is people calling folks insecure because of the boundaries that they set. Like, I don't have to be insecure to set a boundary, and I'm gonna say this right now. Couples, if we friends, that's cool. But when we as friends, you don't get to go out with my man to lunch or dinner. Like, I'm not going out to lunch or dinner with your man one on one. Like, the ladies, we can hang one on one, the dudes can hang one on one, and we can hang as a group. But you and my man, me and your man, we're not doing one on ones. We don't do that over here. And that has nothing to do with insecurities. Y'all know I can always find the biblical parallel. Let's say, let's not let your good be evil spoken of. I'm not showing up to your house and staying if you're not there and your man's there. We just not doing none of that. And I do have some double standards in this that I have to work on and that I be reminded of by my man. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. And you talk about friendliness. Sometimes I be feeling like, does Frank live in my closet or underneath my bed or something? Because
Wait a minute.
look, he definitely be having these conversations. I promise. I'm like, does Corey have his number and I don't know it? And then he be look, and he be texting Frank like, "Ooh, talk about this to see what she's gonna say." Because we definitely had the conversation like, "Ooh, I know you're
Listen, my
outgoing."
guy, call me though. Text me, get him my number. Hit me up. Call me. We can
Because
talk.
he'd be like, "Listen, I know you outgoing, but you be asking about, dudes, they ladies, and what." He was like, "Y'all don't need to have all that conversation. Like, you just too friendly." So, when y'all see me and I'll be like, "Hey," and I keep it to a minimum. No, that's why I'm working on it. Okay. Hey, girl. That is hairstylist extraordinaire. That's my boo and my friend Shema. Yes, love her. Love her. She's in Memphis
Shema.
too, another dope person. So we're not talking about the city.
So
Okay.
Ying, how you doing?
uh,
Courtney, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the show. My boy, get my number. Get my number. The next time you're in Memphis, we're gonna go kick it. All right, Dwayne, what you got?
Man, I don't really have a lot to say on this. I think sometimes, like, we be wilding as people. I'm gonna have to agree with Sister Turn Up Tata over here next to me. Um, Um, sister turned up Tata. I'm gonna have to agree with her. Listen, guys, like, come on. Let's just let's just do this. Now, the only thing I will say, Frank, let's say me and Mo were friends before, well, yeah, I don't want to be Mo friends. So let's just say me and Sister Turn Up Tata were friends beforehand. Like nothing ever happened, right? And we are just legitimately friends. And I want to hang with her. Like she get a dude, I get a woman, we all hang together, and it's like, okay, me and her were friends before we got our significant others. Okay, we may hang separately because we were already friends, platonic friends, and like that's what we were. I think that's a different case, but come on, y'all. We know we're not hanging with nobody's significant other on a one-on-one tip unless it's discussing a planning an event or something like that. That's it. Like it might maybe you planning her birthday, maybe you planning his birthday, maybe you planning the engagement. I don't know. That's the only time I can think that kind of activity would happen. But we're not sitting down with each other just to have random lunch. No, that's not happening.
Right.
No random lunch with your no. So Dwayne,
Yes, sir.
your girl that you're with
Yeah.
couldn't go to lunch with me.
I almost cussed on this live. Had to remember I was a reverend. Woo, Frank, you almost got me there,
Hey,
Frank.
we was. Hey,
We are.
I wouldn't disrespect you.
Listen, here's the crazy part, Frank. I believe that 100%. You're my guy, like
Yes.
legitimately.
It's gonna be strictly platonic, brother.
We have had some real good conversations, but you're talking about boundaries, right? I'm not talking about safety. I'm talking about boundaries. I just think that that's a weird boundary. Do I feel safe? I do, Frank, but it's a weird boundary. Like, what is the purpose? Is kind of like what I'm asking. What is the purpose?
We're just friends.
Hold on. Let's address that.
Yeah.
I used to disagree, but I realized I have guy friends from high school that is like a brother to me. However, I'm close with his wife as well as I'm loyal to her first. So that's that situation I'm talking about that may be different because you were friends with the guy first and now you're friends with the wife. And so now you're probably friends with both of them. So you probably would go to lunch with him because he was your friend first. That's that substantial situation I'm talking about.
All right, so Mo.
I agree with you both. I've actually been in a situation where I had the guy friend and then the girl. But honestly, since they've been together, I don't really go out with him anymore since he has the girlfriend. And I don't know if that's just because I would rather be with both of them. It's not like I'm uncomfortable to go to lunch with him, but I think it's just kind of weird to kind of just go with him when I know his girl too. Like, So, as far as Tashiana said, I totally agree. I don't think you're insecure for setting boundaries at all. And, baby, you better not be out with my man getting lunch. Okay, I don't think that's okay.
They getting lunch. No, just
unless
joking.
What Summer Walker say? You ain't me or your mama. He shouldn't be out with you. Okay, that's how I feel. I feel like that. But yeah, I definitely don't think it's an insecure thing. It's just boundaries. But I mean, you do have a lot of people who will go out with their friends partner. I mean, some people are just that secure and that okay and that trustworthy.
No, you do have some people.
And I don't even think it's a trustworthy thing. I just don't see why somebody would be interested in going out with my man or me going out with your man without you. For me, the more the merrier. I love double dating, so I don't think
Mo, they might want to go out with him because they like his hands.
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing right there. At the point that another person is in a relationship, why do you need to go out with them one-on-one, like of the opposite sex? Like, what's the purpose for that? You know what I'm
What if
saying?
they need? What if they need
I think the
advice?
only purpose would
What
have
if they
been
need
like what
advice?
Dwayne said, if you're surprising for a birthday or even, but even still,
But
I
that's a
don't feel
text.
like you need to meet up.
That's a
unless y'all
text.
No,
be
Look,
like,
that's
no, that's not fair. No.
That's a
No,
text.
that's not fair. Because what if it's some crucial planning and he
No.
might need no, sir, seriously, hear my heart, sister turn up, Tata. Hear my heart. Hear my heart. What if he about to buy you a ring and the safest person to really get information from on this ring
But that's
would be
okay.
her?
But you gotta understand that's different. We're talking about lunch versus
Nope,
meeting
it ain't
up
different.
That's what I
somewhere,
said.
picking
Nope.
up a balloon, picking
No,
up a
sister
cake,
Tata,
picking up.
sister turn
No.
up Tata. Sister
That's
turn
not
up
different.
Tata.
You know
She says
why?
she's not different.
That's not
see?
different. You know why? Because my man knows exactly what I like. We didn't talk about ring, so he don't need to meet up with
Sister-
nobody one-on-one.
Sister
No.
turn up.
And
I don't know. I think I kind of disagree with that a little
Come
bit.
on, Mo.
Just because I feel like men. Now I don't feel like we should meet out for lunch. I just think that's totally unacceptable. I agree with you on that. But when it comes to like I'm gonna use me for an example. Okay, for my
Come on, Mo.
birthday,
Be on my side
my
tonight.
man is not really good at planning. Okay, like we're on two different opposite ends when it comes to that. My friend really has to coordinate him. Okay, I need you to go to Party City, get these balloons, go to here, get this cake. She likes this type of color, and it's just she met him there to kind of help him pick get this, and they went their separate ways. Now, meeting over lunch, writing down what they're gonna do for my birthday, totally unacceptable. But sometimes I do feel like it's okay for them to kind of be at the same place at the same time without me being there. Like, say for instance, hey, I need y'all to set up something in my house. I'm really not really big on those type of things.
Yeah.
But like as far as like being out in an intimate situation, I'm really totally against it because I am friends with my guys' friends. So I'm not, I know this is gonna kind of lean into our next topic about going in the other room, but I am very good friends with my guys' friends and vice versa. Like we're normally all around hanging with each other and
keep that comment up right there.
I'm with
feel super uncomfortable about it.
And I
Mo,
mean brief.
I'm with Michelle right here. I'm with Michelle. So Michelle says, go get you a professional planner and her family. Now, two people have said
y'all
something.
stop.
Hold on. Nope. You're not going to cut me off. Not tonight, brother. So two things that I saw.
Oh, my life, I had to fight.
I think Fly Boss said it. She said, use one word, safeguards. And then somebody else said it opens the door for more. So this is something that I'm learning and I'm being reminded of, right? Because being single is like you do come and go how you want to, which is something can start off innocent, right? And I think that not everybody's intention, but the more access people have, sometimes it misconstrued. Like we meeting up, and this is more so in the like why I'm not feeling the whole lunch thing and this constant one-on-one communication, because it's like, oh, we meeting up. You might catch me on a day where we didn't have a fight, a disagreement, and here I go venting. And listen, people don't like this, but the reality of it is it can happen. They say a shit to cry on, to ride on. So I do believe that you should guard your heart. You should guard what you allow, and that has nothing to do with. I mean, I'm not at all saying everybody's like Dwayne a cheater, but I'm just saying you shouldn't put yourself in
my life, I had to
keep that up. Keep that up, Frank. Keep that comment up.
That's just me having been married and all this other thing. And would you all feel the same if the other party was unattractive? Yes, we know people cheat with unattractive people.
I don't know. I just don't feel like that. Like even right now, if I was to have like a house party and Tashiana, you was on the way to my house and my man was here and I had to run, I just wouldn't be like, come with me.
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
Sister
TT turn up right there.
It's two different ways for me. Intimate situation, lunch, dinner, coffee at Starbucks, that's too much. But if you're just helping out and right quick, I don't know. I just don't.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know. I just think that.
Listen, Mo, sister.
And I'm very territorial too. So I don't know. With that, I'm just kind of like
Mo. Let me give y'all this. Sister Tutu turn up. Here's the problem with Sister Tutu.
Her name is Tashiana.
No. Now that she called me a cheater.
Now
that she called me a cheater. Now that she called me a cheater.
I don't like Baltimore.
Listen, let me tell you something. I feel what she's saying. I feel what T is saying. If there was like, I don't want to say longevity, but I want to say, like, if there was like an avenue of this being consistent, yes. But to say that we can't meet up to plan your birthday or to get a planner, I think that's just a little too much. I'm not gonna say it's wrong. I think it's just a little too much because yeah, maybe they can afford a planner, but sometimes we know that people like to do stuff from the heart. I know, for example, with my ex, she was graduating from
You had a girlfriend?
Frank.
Oh,
Come
my
on up
life,
here.
I
Frank,
hate
I'm trying to be nice, Frank, because y'all know y'all in mourning, but they get ready to unleash the old Dwayne, you know. So what?
Play the fool if you want to.
Did you say play the fool if you want to?
Fly
That's
Boss
what somebody
said,
said in the
the
comments.
help is where it starts.
Yeah, the help. They said the help is where it starts. I disagree because y'all, if we going, do we think that all humanity is just like out to get us? If we got that mindset, man, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Like, do we not have some legitimate friends that we can trust and know that they would not cross those boundaries? If we think that everybody that is a friend that is going to cross those boundaries, well, then y'all need to be like me. Y'all need to have no friends then. Because the
Oh, so we
reality
not
of it is,
friends? We not your friends? I
no,
mean,
y'all are my friends. I'm just
go
joking.
ahead
I'm
and boot
joking.
him off the show then.
No, I'm
I thought
joking.
you was
I'm
a friend
joking
of the show.
because
I guess
if we
not.
don't have friends that we can trust, if we don't have friends that we can trust, I'm a bit nervous of this because I just feel like, yes, everybody cannot be trusted. I agree, T. But we should have some level of friends that we can say, you know what? I can leave them around my man or my woman, and it ain't like that. It ain't never been like that. And I know couples who can say it's never been like that with them. They never tried it. They never thought about it. I just think that we kind of like, we have no level of discipline in our society now. And so I think somewhat it's a safeguard. It's not wrong, T. It's not wrong, Mo. It's not wrong, Frank. I just think that we have a level of safeguard. And it's like, well, I don't want this to happen because I can't trust. And T, you said something good. You said, you trust your man or whatever. So I feel like if we can trust the person that we are with, then we should trust the fact that even if a situation presented itself, that they have enough, know how to like say, hey, no, that's not where I'm going with it.
I don't know if it's about not trusting your friends. Like I said, I think it's really about just using wisdom and discretion because um you just never know. Like I said, in life situations happen. And I
I
mean,
agree.
in my marriage, I've had, previously, people try it. And I'm the friend that's gonna be like, look, this is what my expectation of you is. And I'm
You
real
said
clear.
friends tried it or your dude tried it?
Like a friend. Like, you
Were they associate or they were a friend?
no, like we friends, like, we go on trips together, we pregnant at the same time, kids grew up together,
We know that
back
don't make
and
y'all
forth at
friends,
each
right?
other once each other's homes, right? So even in that, I'm never going out to lunch with your man on my own. Don't call my dude, like, why are you calling my dude in the middle of the day? Like, you have your
Listen,
own
we
life.
all agree with you, T. We just saying
So
that certain situations
I'm
present
not
different
saying that you
things.
don't agree with me. What
Okay.
I'm saying is, for those reasons, right? That started off as friendly fire. Sometimes people's motives and their intentions change. So it's really like just not even putting yourself in that position to be questioned or what if or how about or to be vulnerable. That's all that I'm saying. Because, for example, like Mariah, from everything I know and believe about her, I have no reason, on top of the fact that she has her own man, right? I have no reason to feel like, oh my gosh, she would want Corey. It has nothing to do with that, right? But to me, I think it's just about using wisdom, just not putting because who knows, maybe something is said or done, and then Donald comes in, he looking crazy. And so now we have to have a conversation that we otherwise, may not have because, things can just rub people the wrong way, even if it was innocent. And we've all been in those types of situations, or so I just think like how Mariah said, like if I came to her house and she had to run out, either I'm running to the store with her or I'm probably going back to the car and I'm gonna just be on FaceTime with my boo. Has nothing to do with like me thinking her dude sideways. For me, I think it's best to use discretion and wisdom in those types of situations.
I mean, I totally agree with you. I agree with you. I'm just saying different situations present different things. And I'm all for the discretion and not putting yourself in certain situations. But if we are taking away the right that people don't have a certain level of discipline, then I would question our friendships and I would question our relationships. Because if we're saying that the people that we're with don't have enough discipline to say no, and if we're saying that our friends don't have enough discipline to say no, then that's amazing. Because guess what? I ain't never smoked weed. I don't care how many people smoked it around me. I ain't never smoke it because I got enough discipline that I ain't doing it. Never.
We
So
know
there's
cheating
some,
is your thing.
so that Frank, let's move on because
All right, our first poll question of tonight is: do you believe in your significant other being around your friend without you? We want to see what you, the people, have to say. So I want you to vote yes. No, let's do it real churchy. Vote yay or nay.
you got some
Vo-
music for us tonight. We
Vote
need some music.
yay or nay.
Thank you. I got bars tonight. Got bars for Toxic.
Yay or nay? Do you believe in your significant other being around your friend without you? Let's go. Let's go.
You got dance moves, Frank? Here we go. Give me that beat. Let's go.
go.
Beat more. Let's go.
Mo, did you vote twice?
I said yeah, then I said yay. Look at Dwayne.
Come on. Let's see. What is a maybe? We trying to stay. Depends on who.
Who sing this? You know who sing this week, Dwayne? No, you don't know who singing, but you know the words.
Hey,
week. Oh, okay.
the Temptations sang it.
Yes, Tamika, you missed a poll. We asked. What we asked? This right here.
Hey, cousin. All my cousins. Hey, cousin.
Ooh, cousin.
All my cousins.
All right, so what y'all think? Who y'all think got it?
I think the Nays got it, bro.
It looks like it.
I think.
I need that song, Frank.
Oh,
I'll
and hey to all
look
my
up for
Flyby
that.
sisters tuned in. I see y'all out here in the comments. I love y'all.
The what sisters?
My Flyby sisters. It's a whole community. We
Oh, y'all
20
like y'all got a sign?
For
Y'all got a
me-
sign?
For me,
Right there.
I definitely think it's situational. It's
Thank you, Frank.
situational. I think it depends on who, the context of your relationship, what you have going, the reason for it. Say like one of my best friends is my cousin, Money. Y'all know Money. I wouldn't mind my woman being around Money without me. I just wouldn't. Just because of who he is. And I mean, like I saw somebody say, don't put nothing past nobody. But again, if you don't have friends you can trust on that level, then you might need to get you some new friends.
That's true.
Yeah, like we can't just put it all on the women and the friends. Sometimes you just can't trust your man. Some of y'all, it ain't your friends you can trust.
tell 'em.
It's your man you don't
tell 'em.
trust. Going back on mute.
Yeah. And so I think it's totally situational. The context of your friendship with that person or who they are to you. And what they're doing. If it's like unnecessary, like what y'all need to go to lunch for. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But like planning something, that's a go. Especially if there's something that's for you. I think that's okay. That's just where I'm at on it. Any last words on this before we move on?
No.
All righty. On to the next one. On to the next one.
Say that alrighty again. It's something. It was something sanctified in your alrighty. It made me jerk. How you?
Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Is dating a person who has a child or children settling when you don't have any?
Absolutely not.
This was something that I saw on a post. That
Absolutely.
a young
not.
lady pretty much said that since I don't have children, why would I settle for someone who does?
Tell me her name. I go under her status.
Well, look, while
And I saw it
don't agree
shared.
with her,
The reason I saw
don't
it, I
agree with
saw
her.
it shared many times. And
because I don't
so
agree with her, but I have to kind of be open minded to say that I can't see where she's coming from.
Where?
You know what I mean?
Where's she coming from? The corner store with that mindset?
I mean, just because we don't agree, okay, we don't agree. You know, whether if I had a kid or not, I wouldn't agree. But you have to kind of understand. Some people don't.
No, help
wanna
me
be
understand.
Some people don't want to be step parents. Some people want their own kids. You know, and that's just being realistic. Some people don't want to deal with people. They don't want to deal with other people's children's mothers and children's fathers. Just some people don't want to deal with that, and that's okay to feel like that.
But Mariah, I'm okay with them feeling like that. But
Right.
she said it was settling.
It might be settling to her.
Absolutely not, Mariah. Absolutely not. This is a man who has dated
All my
three
life
women.
I had to fight.
I've dated
I ain't gonna
three.
lie.
I've had three
look,
girlfriends
Bob
with
said,
children.
I love how real she is. Honestly, we can't go from okay, you have dated women with children, but that does not mean the next man is okay with it. And we have to be okay with the fact that he doesn't want to date a woman without. And I don't think it's that
Did
they're
you hear what
looking
I
at
just
the
said?
person. I don't think they're looking at the person saying, "Ew, you have kids. I don't want to be with you." I think it's more so some people want their own families. And I think it's okay to feel like that.
Pick me,
Even though
pick me.
I might look at it and say, "Hey, your family is my family." You know, I might look at that, but we cannot look down on somebody else who feel like that is settling. What I might think is settling, Dwayne, you might not.
But the definition of settling,
Yeah.
the
I'm with
definition.
Dwayne tonight, Mo.
Listen, Mo, hit
I'm with
me.
Dwayne tonight.
Mo, you my sis. Man, I got love for you, and I totally understand what you're painting. Preference and settling are two different words.
Yes.
Let me tell you why I harp on this. Because I get tired of hearing people use words in the wrong context. Preference.
Yes.
She could have said, me. Read that post again, Frank.
She could say, I prefer as a woman with
Yeah,
no
no, read the post again because I'm gonna tell you where I prefer
no
though.
kids.
Yeah, read the post again.
Or for me,
I didn't read the post. I asked the question.
Paraphrase it. Well, ask the question, please.
But I'm just saying, I'm with Dwayne on this.
Do
one.
you
The word
believe?
settle.
Do you believe that dating a person who has a child or children is settling when you don't have any?
That if she would have said, do you have a preference in dating a person who has kids or not? Because my preference or my option is that I don't want to do that. I would say, Mo, your statement is right. But to say something settling means that I'm resting here because there is nothing else. right? And so my issue with the word settle in that statement is you're not settling. Like the person who got kids, you ain't settling for them because there's nothing else. Let me tell you something. I dated women with kids. I dated women without kids. And let me tell you who the best woman I dated was. It was the women with kids because they
That's 'cause
understood.
you like to be baby.
Well, hey, maybe so.
Jesus.
You might got me right there. That's
Wait a
because
minute.
she might got me there.
What's up?
That's because they know how to deal with you. They know how to handle you. Sometimes a level of selfishness rests in people who do not have kids. And so the reality of it is I rather deal with a person who is unselfish. And I'm not saying that a person with kids can't be selfish. I'm saying from what I've seen, my observation, my life, I've seen people with kids be a little bit more understanding than people who don't have kids.
I'm itching to jump in here.
Go ahead.
But that's
Fly
different
Boss,
when you got
Fly
kids.
Boss said, I am a stepmom, and my bonus baby came in the middle of our relationship. We had 3 kids after this.
Yeah, well, I'm eager to jump in here.
Go ahead.
Tonight, I am with Dwayne on this one. And
The Lord is real.
the reason why is simply because, like he said, the word choice. To settle means to accept less than, right?
That's what it means.
And my challenge with that is, here's the gag, and y'all might not like this. Some women and men with no children would be a settle, even for someone with me with 2 of my own biological
you're talking
children.
good there.
That's just what that is, right? So consider that settling is not indicative of whether or not you have children or you don't have children.
Walk heavy.
Now, also, I do firmly believe in preferences. And if someone with no children prefers to date another person with no children because they want all their children to be biological, guess what? They're not wrong. They're not bad. That is their preference, and people are entitled to their preferences. But my thing is, when we start making, somebody little or big or less than because their life choices are different, because I do know of women with no children who are great women, and women with no children who are piss poor excuses for women and partners, right? So no, it's not a settle to me. When you settle, it's like less than, and I'm like, no, ain't nothing about me less than, baby. No,
because a woman with kids is my upgrade. She know how to talk to me.
And guess what? There's women with kids who are selfish, who are piss poor excuses for partners. That's just what it is. So I think it's about.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you, Mo, on the preference piece. The settle piece is the part that killed me because it was like a minimizing someone with children. And
I still kind of feel like it's settling, but I do understand where y'all coming from. But I mean, I'm just taking myself out of being a mother. You get what I'm saying? And even what I've learned as a woman, I might, I don't want to feel like less than, since y'all put it like that. But I probably would feel like, I don't know. I'm just
Brittany said, but that's less than what she prefers, so it is still settling.
Is she a preacher? Is she a preacher? Is she a preacher?
I'm not sure. Brittany, are you a preacher?
That's a play on words. That's a play on words. Stop it, y'all. Stop it. That's a play on words.
I don't know. Like, I'm a mother, but I can totally understand. I guess I can totally understand the preference. So to reword, I would definitely understand it. And and if a guy told me, if I was dating somebody outside of where I'm at now, if a guy told me he didn't want to be with me because I had a son, I actually wouldn't feel away. I would definitely understand. You know what I mean? I would understand. I wouldn't get upset. I think a lot of women would, but I would just be like, you know what?
But Mariah, you're a great woman. So if he encounters you, he ain't settling because you got a child, because you're probably better than most of the women he even seen.
But I mean, that's cool. That's cool. That's just like I might meet somebody who doesn't have a good job, don't make a lot of money, but I feel like he's the perfect man. But I don't want to be with him just because he look good. I'll be settling because he doesn't meet me in other requirements. If I don't want to be with you because you got a kid, I'm not gonna settle with just being with you because I like you in every other area if I don't want a man with kids. So I guess I kind of understand. I think I understand the preference part, but what if I'm really attracted to you, Dwayne? I like everything about you. I was dating you for 3 months, didn't even know you had a kid. Then I found out you have a kid. I don't want to be with you no more because now I feel like I'm settling because you got a kid, and I don't want to settle with you because you got a kid, and I don't want a kid. Right now. That's just kind of how I feel about it.
In that regard, yes. A settle is you taking anything less than what you desire, right? But
Right.
all my thing is having children in and of itself is not a settle.
That's my point.
That's all that I'm saying.
Yeah,
I believe
that's my
I
in right
understand. I
and
understand where y'all coming from too.
you know,
Because
but yeah,
her overall-
anytime you
yeah.
accept something less than what you want, even if it's somebody who has children and you don't want that, then it is a settle because it's less
But
than.
is it? But is it? Is
It is. I
Can I
think
start?
Anytime you
it is.
what
Frank,
is
do I have
settling?
permission, Frank? Do I have
What is
permission
settling?
before I start
Settling
the
is
pod?
taking less
Yeah.
than what you
Yeah.
deserve. You settle a debt, that means you pay less
Somebody
than what you
might
owe.
feel
I
like
would, but I
somebody might
would.
feel like I deserve a man to not have to have only kids with me. Like,
Let
you
me
get
ask
what
you a
I'm
question.
saying? Like,
Let me
I
ask you
might
a
be like,
question. I feel like I deserve $1 million. I ain't got that joint yet.
It's not
you
the
gotta
same.
focus on getting a woman first. But
Listen, here's
No, you know,
you
remember he's
fired
working
up.
on him, man. What he tell us, he's healing
You
himself.
fired,
he's
you fired
healing.
up. You
Yeah, he's
fired up.
healing
healing.
himself.
Both of y'all fired up, and I'm
Okay,
gonna let
well,
y'all
Frank,
into that.
Frank, what you think about it?
Come on,
I
Dwayne
think a
is waiting
person's
on you to agree with
preference.
him.
Come
I
on,
think a
Frank.
person. I
Don't let
think
me
a
down.
person's preference
Don't let me down, Frank.
is what they should wait for. Settling. The term settling is a bit troubling
Come on.
to
Thank
hear.
you, Frank. Woo! You
However,
never let me down, bro.
however, I will say on Mo's defense that I see where she's coming from. That if you have this standard for yourself, where you say that I desire someone without children, so therefore, me being with someone that does have children for me, because of my desire, is settling beneath what I actually want. I get both. I get both sides.
I think
Try.
we're agreeing with Mo.
I do too. I totally agree with them as well, though.
Yeah, we're agreeing with Mo. We're just saying the whole
Now
piece
the
about
word
children
settle.
in and of
It's the
itself
word settle. It's the
is
word
not a
settle.
settle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we agree with her that I think what Mo is saying is, yeah, having children, being with somebody who has children when you don't, and that's not what you want, is a settle, because it goes back to the original premise, which is accepting anything less than what you desire, what you want. It would be a settle. Like if you don't want somebody with kids and you go out here and you get somebody with kids and that's not what you really want, you're settling because it ain't what you want. You know, if you want the Yeezys and you get the Teezies, it's a settle because you really, you know,
Let me ask y'all this.
Come on, Frank.
Let's
Ask the
add
great
some.
question.
Let's add something to it.
Because I was getting ready to ask something.
Let's say a person has a child or children, and they say, "I don't want to settle for someone that has children."
Huh?
that's their preference. They have the right to do
What
that.
if a person has children and they say, "I don't want to be with somebody. I believe that settling for me, even though I have children, would be with me being with someone who also has children. That who I want to marry, I don't want them to have children. And if I do marry them, they're settling, even though I have children."
And this is what I would do to him.
I feel like it's still kind of the same.
And you know, shut, man.
Want their
Go
own
ahead.
People can have
families.
their
Some people just
preference.
want their own families, and like I know that sounds so weird. They don't want to deal with the back and forth. They want all their kids to be in their house,
Y'all.
you know. Or it's just I know it's crazy to think like that because we don't think like that, but people think like that, you know.
Y'all, people do
And
think
people
like
get
that.
to have their
But
preference.
can I just ask this one question? I promise I'm gonna meet for the rest of the night. In the words of Frank, I'm gonna meet. I'm gonna meet.
Woo, slide by something
Here-
almost there, girl.
Listen, hear me. You know why I have a problem with preferences sometimes,
Okay.
Why?
and how we relay it.
Why do you have a problem with preferences?
Here's why I have a problem sometimes with preferences, Frank. I'm glad you asked. Thank you, Frank, for so much for asking.
Yes, sir.
It's because we always alluded to what we want, right? And can I be honest that sometimes the treasure is not in what we want, the treasure is in what we need. Woo! I felt that thing. I felt that
I
thing.
agree.
You
I felt that.
speaking. Come
I
on
felt
now.
that. We got the. I felt that.
But we're not raising you no
Sometimes-
offense, so.
No, not tonight. Y'all don't have to. Give it to Frank. The treasure is in what we need. And if we sometimes solely rest at what we want, I think sometimes we miss what we need. So my issue is like this. We just argued this earlier, Frank, in Bishop's room on Clubhouse, and they were having this debate between the words. And I sat back and listened, and I chimed in. And I said, here's my issue. Why do we feel like we're settling when somebody meets 8 things on our list out of the 12? Why do we feel like we're settling? Why are we not giving people room to grow? Because you're going to want that same room to grow in the areas that you don't necessarily quite meet up to. And I think sometimes we use preferences. Hear me, y'all. I'm not saying don't have them. You got to calm the room down because people be ready to start going off. I'm not saying don't have preferences. I'm saying examine your preferences. I'm saying, is your preferences realistic? Is your preferences honest? Or are you just saying this out of the fear of something? Like Frank, you asked an intelligent question. A person who has kids saying, I don't want somebody with kids. I would ask them why. It's not because you don't think that they would be a good person. Somewhere is a rooted fear. I don't want to deal with baby mamas. I don't want to deal with, but who says that's what you're going to have to deal with? Give people a chance to show you their life and show you what they have in order before we start shutting them down, being like, I don't want that. Because the reality of it is you may meet somebody with children and they have their stuff in order with their baby mothers, with their ex-wives. That is no headache. But if you come into it with the trauma of what it could be, you may be missing somebody that you actually need. I'm done. I'm Dwayne
Well,
Williams.
that was good. That's the mic drop on that one.
I'm Dwayne Williams Jr. These are my thoughts. That kid tested, mother approved.
That was good.
Hey,
and I think women do that far more than men. I know that's probably not popular to say.
We actually did have an earthquake.
Yeah, I saw that. They said it was in a certain area. They said it wasn't that sizable, but
yeah,
I'm about to come get y'all.
We felt the rumbles from a Missouri earthquake.
Oh,
that's what the news just said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, Memphis, y'all on one tonight.
But we're on a fault line here in Memphis. Most people don't know that.
Y'all want me to come pick y'all up?
3.7. It was a 3.7 magnitude earthquake.
Right. I'll take Memphis over Baltimore.
I'll quake it out.
That was good.
All right, so I'm a dispute everything Brother Dwayne just said.
Oh, let me go on mute so I can just cuss behind the scenes.
Because I'm radical enough to believe that the God that I serve is able to wrap up what I want and what I need in the same package. My faith is big enough to believe now that the God that I serve, I'm just talking about Frank Gray III right now, the God that I serve is able to take what I need, what I want, bring them together and give them to me. I think what happens a lot of times is because we count by our time, we get impatient, and we end up settling for one or the other because of our impatience. And we move prematurely. And so we end up, in actuality, settling beneath what God really has for us because we were not patient enough to wait on it. That's just what I believe. That's just what I believe. That's just me on tonight. I'm just talking for Frank Gray III tonight.
Nikki's coming for me.
What did Nikki say?
Oh my gosh! But no, I agree with
I mean, but I can agree with Frank in part, and the reason why I say in part, right? So he said that was for Frank Gray III. Because, last season when we would talk about things, I don't know if y'all remember me saying that I do not believe that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob wants me to have like all this good man, but he got to be unattractive to me. Like, I just don't believe that. I don't believe either I had to have a good man on the inside who was looking like a booger wolf on the outside. I did not believe that. And so, me, you can't tell me that my man's not fine, right? So that was my faith, that not settling, because there were nice men, good to my children, paid men, love Jesus men, but they was not for me. I wasn't attracted to them. I don't like you with money. So if you go broke, and I tell you, that was two things I always ask myself. If he's broke, would I still want him? If he got sick, would I want to take care of him? If I couldn't answer yes to that, it was going to be a no for me. And my man is fine to me. Okay. I'm just saying that.
Here's another place we mess up, y'all. Here's another place we mess up, y'all. Because so faith without works is dead, right? Faith without works is dead. A lot of us miss it sometimes because the rest of what we want comes wrapped in the person, but you got to work to get it out.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
I felt that down in my spirit.
I'm legally blind.
I felt it down in my spirit.
I wish I had the button over here. Can you hit that one time? I'm legally blind, just for me.
And so because it comes wrapped in work, and we just want it to already be there, all of it. We oftentimes end up throwing away what we wanted and what we needed because we were not willing to work to experience the fullness of what we could have. My name is Frank Ray III. This is Frankly Speaking. In case you didn't know, you can follow me on all platforms on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. Anybody else? Y'all ready to move on?
Let's move on. Y'all
all right.
I lost tonight.
All right.
I lost.
Thank you for admitting you taking your L tonight.
So. I don't mind, man. The art of taking L's.
All right. Oh, here we go. Are you good? Are y'all listening out there, saints? People of God. Saints and ain'ts, because we do got some ain'ts on here. But that's all right. You're all welcome to Frankly Speaking. Are you good with your current boo still communicating with and promoting an old flame on social media? Are you good? Let me say it one more time. Are you good with your current boo still communicating with and promoting an old flame on social media?
It's them two going off camera for me.
Frank, let me just answer this real quickly because I'm not in the same boat as them two. But let me answer this quickly. So, Frank, I will be honest and say I'm mature enough to handle that, right? Frank, we know this, man. When women say that it's over for them. They ain't trying to circle back. And so I don't want us to think that we always have to end relationships with so much animosity and so much hate. Now, she ain't about to post him in a bathing suit on the beach, okay? She's not about to post him in his swim trunks talking about go buy swim trunks. But if there is a business or something that he is doing that is
what if he's a personal trainer and she just posting
him like
his workout or something? She
give me more.
Give
me more. Give me more. Like, oh no, that
her ex is a personal. Her ex is a personal trainer, and so in order to promote him, she just reposts what he has, and there's a picture with his shirt off, just in his speedo or what. Okay.
Nah. The devil's a liar.
Yeah. Everybody saying no quickly on that.
No. The devil's a liar. No. Like if it's like he trying to raise money for kids, or he's trying to help the homeless, or you know what I'm saying, he got a building project going on. Yeah, by all means, go for it, sweetheart. Help the man out. But no, we ain't speedos.
But it sounds like it should be a no all around, because what it sounds like you're opening yourself up for is, oh, well, this is cool, but this ain't. So what happens when there's no meeting of the mind? So it seems like it should just be a hard pass. Like it should just be a hard no. Because if
I don't want you to be a judge in America. If you was a judge in the courtroom, we would all go to jail.
No, we wouldn't. But I think when it comes to relationships,
we would go to jail.
I'm just saying, as someone who has been married before and who has been through some things, for me,
Facts.
Wisdom tells me that there's just certain things that I shouldn't do. And this is coming from a woman who grew up as a tomboy. I have predominantly male friends, right? It just doesn't work. So
But what about the couples who are doing it though?
Excuse me?
What about the couples who are doing it though? That's what I'm saying. Like,
But guess
this
what?
is
For
a
the
time
couples who are doing it, guess what? That's good for them. And I
That's
tell
what
them
my
all
point
the
was.
time. But I'm only answering for Tashiana in my perspective, my belief,
okay,
my wisdom,
okay.
what I think, right? So I'm not here to make
Gotcha.
anybody wrong, because it can work really well for another couple. But generally, what I find is, this is just my experience, is that, generally it's one partner who's okay with it and the other person isn't. So that causes a problem. And I believe that it is for us to respect and cover our partner's vulnerabilities and what doesn't work for them. That's just me.
But you got to be secure. If you is it insecurity?
No, it's not insecurity.
The reason.
No, it didn't have nothing to do with insecurity. To me, it's about
I don't think it's insecurity, Frank.
Boundaries. And I don't believe, I don't have to agree with everything to act. If something don't work for Zelcoria Marquez, then I guess we speak in French over here.
What's his name?
Zelcoria.
Hold on, say his whole government again.
Zelcoria.
Cortez.
No, Marquez.
That's
right. It was a neck roll for me.
And Zelcoria.
Wow, that's the way you said it with the neck roll for me.
That's right.
Me too.
Somebody say if they come ready, what they doing?
Chicken.
I don't know. I have to speak.
Don't try it.
I'm gonna be 100% transparent.
Come on, lift your hands. I'm
gonna be transparent. So I am a content creator, and I do market a lot of things in social media, whether it's a business, people with products and all of that type of stuff. I have been guilty of promoting something for somebody that I had talked to in the past. I was very vocal about it with my partner. I was very vocal about when I ordered it and everything like that. This person is married, but it was somebody that I did date in the past. I had ordered something to promote one of their products online. It got shipped to my house. It wasn't an in-person exchange. And then I did a review on it on social media and posted it to my story. He wasn't 100% in agreement with it, but he wasn't 100% against it as well. So we did talk about it.
Why wasn't he in agreements with it? What was like some things he said?
I think initially it was more so looking at, why are you promoting your ex? Like, you know what I mean? But being in my situation, which might be a little different than somebody else, I do content promotions for people. You know what I mean? And I did it at the time, which I'm not 100% saying it's okay, but I'm just being transparent. When I did it, it was more so like, this is a person that, did help me start my business, and I was there with them to promote their business. So it wasn't, and they're married now. So it wasn't like I'm gonna go promote my ex stuff. It was more so of a support, and
it was gratitude. It was gratitude.
I think at the moment
it was
as supporting the ex, and
it was gratitude. It was gratitude for what he had.
I think it was just support. Like, I think it was.
But it is still support. But he helped you start a business, so there was some level of gratitude, and it didn't mean that you wanted him. See, here's my issue with all of these questions.
But I also know that my man knows that. You know what I mean? And I did run it by him, and we did talk about it, and it wasn't something that he was like, you know what, I don't like you doing it. It just was a situation I was in it, and I did do it. Now, looking back after talking to Tashiana and Frank, and getting his understanding of it, even though I know he isn't totally against it, I just probably wouldn't do it again, just for make him 100% comfortable. But I think I'm not gonna say it's insecurity at all. I think, like Tashiana said, it's all about boundaries, because people do different things. Some people are totally cool with people hanging with their ex.
Is it boundaries?
I mean, it might be boundaries in their relationship, and I know
but maybe it's our feelings.
Man don't like it. If her man don't like it and she don't want to do it, that's something that's their relationship. And I'm totally in agreement with it. But I think with my situation, I think it was just a little bit different, because I literally go everywhere and promote everything. So it was just one of those Memphis things where I did it, but I would probably wouldn't do it again.
Do you think it's boundaries or feelings? Because maybe it's our feelings. Maybe it's like,
I think in Tashiana's situation.
Hear what I'm getting ready to say.
You're just trying to shake the table, and we don't have time tonight.
Well, no, I'm just saying maybe it's feelings. maybe here's the reality that we don't really subconsciously that we don't really consciously address. we subconsciously address it. The reality of it is I don't think it's really about boundaries because I think that all of us know the people that we are with. And especially for men, we know that if a woman is with you and she rocking with you and posting you, you better believe she don't want to go nowhere else. Most of the time. Most of the
Most,
time.
because some people will post
Yeah,
you and
no, most of the
then post
time. No, no,
other
no, no,
people.
no.
I'm about
That's
to say,
true.
brother, some people
No,
post
I
you.
know,
People will
Frank.
definitely post you and
I
be
said
cheating on you
Some
the
most.
people
whole
I
post
time.
you,
changed it.
brother,
I changed it,
and
Frank. I
promote
said
you
most.
and be with somebody else.
I said most, Frank. I said most. I changed it
Somebody,
around.
well, nigga,
He rushing
Well,
right
somebody.
I think it's about conversation. Like
But here my point that I'm
everybody
about to
isn't
make.
against everything. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but
everybody
here my
isn't against
point.
it.
Here my point. Here my point. My point
Get
is,
to it, good brother.
I think that at the end of the day,
Get to it, Mark.
most men, we know that our woman isn't going to go anywhere unless we do something absolutely wrong or stupid. In Tatiana's words, cheat, right? They probably gonna go somewhere, right? She called me a cheater all the time. The reality is that I think sometimes it's more of our feelings than it is a boundary.
But
I
when you
think
say
we don't.
feelings, what
Yeah,
do you
that's where
mean?
I'm going. So
Okay.
when I'm say feelings, I think that sometimes we just don't want our new space to be worrying about something of the past, right? I don't think it's necessarily about boundaries because I don't believe that we believe that our new situation is gonna go back to what was old. I just think that we're in our feelings because we're human. It's perfectly
Yeah, and I
natural.
definitely don't
What
think
I'm
it's
saying,
making your mate look foolish. Like I
But
think that's
don't
just
don't don't boundaries oftentimes stem from
I don't think
feelings
that.
within the confines of a relationship?
it could depends because on a job, Frank, the boundaries sometimes can be the rules, right? And the rules of that relationship or the rules of that employment is only to solely to protect the nature of what it is, the relationship. So a boundary might be, hey, look, in Todd's words, hey, we're not going to be, taking one-on-one situations with our friends. Okay, that could be a rule, which could be a boundaries. But then I think sometimes we move in our feelings because we don't like certain stuff, and just because we don't like something, don't mean it necessarily has to be a boundary. It just means, well, it could be a boundary for that person, but it doesn't have to
Let
necessarily be a
let me ask you
boundary.
this. Let me ask you this then.
You lost me, Dwayne.
If your significant other has a feeling that she doesn't like something that
Mm-hmm.
you're doing or do,
Mm-hmm.
should you then, considering her feelings and how you
Yeah.
feel about her,
Yeah.
now create a boundary based on her feeling?
I mean, I think you should consider it, and I think you guys should have a conversation for what that looks like. And yes, quote unquote, you would probably make a boundary, but I'm trying to create a distinct difference for the fact that boundaries are usually something that is in place because we know that it is something that could probably cause a level of detrimental problems to a relationship. Me sharing a post virtually shouldn't necessarily cause a problem to a relationship. If it does,
I
then
think
I'm
this
going
is
to
what I think.
question.
I think that
Yeah,
we talking about the post and that's public, but we have to talk about how a lot of people are saying congratulations and go you and I'm proud of you in DMs. Or you're going to pop-up shops and you're seeing this person have his whole fedora hat stand and you're walking over there telling them you're proud of them. So is it a difference of being public and private? Because I know a
that's my
lot of
point.
people and probably a
I'm
lot of people on this
sorry, y'all. I'm
timeline are
working on it.
congratulating people in their DMs or when they see them in public or if they see them at Kroger. Oh, I see what you've been doing on social media.
That's my
Do I think
point.
it's okay to do it on the post? Now I do not. I do not. At the time I didn't because I'm very heavily into social media and content creating. But at the same time, if we're gonna be real about we're gonna clap in
That's
private, are you clapping in private all the time? Or are you
that's my
saying
point.
congratulate? Are you sending claps on the DMs on the
That's my
stories? Are
point.
you saying congratulations in the DMs? Are you running into them at Kroger and saying, "Hey, I saw you on social media. Congratulations"? Because would your spouse like all of that going on too, or you know who your
Yeah, I
spouse
don't think you should be doing that on one of them on social media.
exactly? But let's
Uh,
be real, a lot of
but
them are like you get
now,
what I'm saying.
now
I agree.
running into somebody, I think is completely different. I think being cordial is okay.
Cordial is hey,
Cordial is no, you can be cordial.
That
But
him out
okay,
was
but if you
kinda
don't like
like-
me supporting
that
and
him
talking
out
to
was
this
kinda
person,
like
and shit
West
like that,
Memphis.
I'm friendly. Like Tatiana said, I can be a little bit friendly too. So
That
I'm gonna
him out
talk
was
to
kinda
you.
like
But I'm
West
gonna talk
Memphis.
to you.
That's
So he's totally different. I'm gonna talk to you, but like just speaking on like clapping in private, like I'm just
Yo, that's a valid point, yo. Frank, it's the same thing that women make a big deal about. Men being in my DMs, and I'd be like, but if you met them in aisle 3, would you have the same complaint? Like, we get weirded out about stuff.
I don't know. I think I treat social media way different than a lot of people, and
No,
that might be a
I
flaw.
treat it like you. No, I treat it like you.
It might
treat
be
it
a kind
differently
of
to
flaw
you.
for me, but I'm
I
very
think-
open with what I do. Like my thing is this: you probably wouldn't have even known that I talked to this person if I wasn't communicating with you. I could have never told you.
Come
that I
on.
talked,
That's
this
my
ain't
point.
somebody that
No, Mo.
yes, but listen,
No,
That's my
you
point.
don't get.
That's my
Listen,
point.
no, that hell no, Dwayne.
me and you
You-
ain't on the same
you don't
thing.
get-
Oh my god,
You do not get kudos for doing what you should do.
No, Frank, you sound like middle women. Middle women, Frank.
Honesty and transparency is what you owe. What you
No.
owe your spouse.
No,
You're
Frank, you
not-
sound
you-
like a middle woman.
No, they ain't
You're
privileged.
supposed to open up the car door.
They
You're
ain't
supposed
That's not the
to.
same
But
thing.
let's be real. Me,
That ain't
okay,
privilege.
so Instagram isn't real life. That's why I don't even treat Instagram like real life.
That ain't privilege.
That's me, but you know.
You
But
being-
let's be honest, you on mute.
you
Dwayne, thank
disclosing
God.
information that
But
happens
most
behind
men will
closed
not
doors
tell
behind
you.
your significant other back is not a privilege.
I don't go behind my back. I don't know. I guess
No,
just
I'm
being
saying
honest.
that's not a privilege though. You
Being
saying
honest is a
you
privilege.
saying you could be.
with,
This
with
is like
men,
saying
absolutely.
you
But
could tell
I mean,
the
we
truth.
also have to consider the source. You heard what Dwayne just said. Being honest is a privilege because he's a cheater. So we can't really base
Right. That's what I
it.
said. That's with Dwayne.
You know what I'm saying? Off of what he says, because he feels like if I do
Wait, I
something
need to
that
stop
you're not privy
agreeing with
to,
Dwayne because I'm gonna sound like a cheater. I'm going.
look,
No,
if I
no.
do something
Don't
that you're
let her
not
do
privy
that to you.
and I
Mo, don't
tell
let her
you,
do that to
then
you.
I deserve a cookie. I just deserve a Scooby snack.
That's not what we said. That's not what we said.
I ain't talking about we because you and Mariah
Yes,
are
it
not
is.
black. Let's be clear.
Power to
We're
the
talking
people.
about
That's not what we saying.
Yes, it is. I'm about
That's
to be
exactly
with
what
them.
you saying for
You
sure.
sound like a deceiving cheater.
Yeah, he's a cheat. He's
But I
a cheat.
disagree with him.
Right.
Dwayne sound like
Right.
a deceiving cheater.
Frank, you supposed to be my
You-
But sometimes
You
Stand by me,
disclosing
Frank.
information
Trouble.
to your significant other is not a privilege. That's what you owe them.
No.
Delane, you
feel
probably
like you
Dwayne.
do.
See, I didn't call this man Delane. That's all right. He messed my name up all the time. He probably lied by omission and feel like that ain't no lie.
No, I tell the truth. I tell the truth and shame the devil.
If she catches you, I got it.
There's the laugh.
I tell the truth. Hell no.
No.
Listen.
That's
This is
right.
all I'm saying. Frank, I hear what you're saying about it's not being a privilege, but I think that it is a privilege, not because I'm saying be dishonest. Hear me. I'm saying that only because, hear me. I'm
Brother,
saying
so you
only-
got to do this before the world.
Yeah.
Before the world.
Listen to what I'm
You
saying.
got to say
Listen to what
this
I'm
is going to be
saying.
available for years to come.
I know. But
And
listen to what I'm saying.
you're telling us
Listen
that
to what I'm saying.
you being honest and transparent about what happens
It's a
outside
privilege
of the
only because
outside
people
of the
don't have to
presence
do
of your
it.
significant other is a privilege.
I'm saying it's
And
a
ladies,
privilege
this is
because-
exactly what I be talking about.
Can-
And
can
y'all
I-
ladies,
can I
y'all
just-
up
can
here
I just make
laughing
my
in these
little statement?
comments. Y'all up
Can
here
I just
laughing
make my
in these
little
comments.
statement?
But stay out of his DM because he done
Can
told
I-
you right here
Can I-
on 11/17, episode 29. He's a lie and he's a cheat. So don't come up in me and Mariah's DMs later
Yo,
when he hurt your
yo,
feelings.
why
I
y'all
thought he
coming
was
at
talking
me?
to me. I thought
Why
he was
y'all-
serious with me, and you find out he didn't tell. And this is what
Yo,
men do.
why you
He's
coming
saying
for me?
it,
One leg on
and he
front.
laughing.
One leg
But
on
it's the truth.
Mine.
Why y'all coming for me? All I'm saying is the only reason why I'm saying it's a privilege, Frank. I agree with you. It's not right, but the reason why I'm saying it's a privilege because if we're gonna say stuff like
Go on moonwalk, brother.
Hear me. If we're gonna say stuff
Come
like
on moonwalk, brother.
the only thing I have to do is stay black and die, right? If we're gonna criticize women for telling men, oh, when we say stuff, we've been in many relationship rooms where women be like, oh, you opening up the car door, you You're supposed to do that. No, the only thing I'm supposed to do is stay black and die. And the reason why I have this mindset is not because I'm not saying don't be accountable. I'm saying that at the end of the day, it's a privilege, not because I don't want to do it. It's a privilege because the reality of it is I don't have to do it, right? I don't have to be honest. I could lie, right? Hear me. I could lie. But to be honest with someone, come on, y'all. Y'all know people ain't being honest out here in this world.
What?
Come on. Come
Wayne,
on. Y'all, we
that
know.
is-
No. Hear me and don't
No.
respond. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying.
We
Don't
heard
just
you loud and
respond.
clear.
Hear what I'm saying. People don't have to be honest. People don't have to tell you the truth. Many of us have been lied to. So the reality that somebody is being honest, it is applaudable. It is I know, because people don't want to hear truth. What people want to hear is something that just, sugarcoat over their stuff. But the reality of it is many of us have been lied to. Many of us have been told fibs to. This is the reason why we've been in multiple relationships. And so the reality of it is somebody telling you the truth is a applaudable moment, because we live in a world where nobody is really honest like that. Where majority of the people, you gotta listen and stop trying to respond. You gotta listen and stop trying to respond.
No way, boy.
No, because it's what you're saying is trash respectfully. And that's okay, because you didn't cut me off plenty of episodes.
Somebody said what? Born again believers ain't even honest. I don't
listen. I don't know. I don't know about none of that. I don't know about
somebody
none of
said
that.
born again believers are. Yeah, okay.
Trash, Dwayne. What you're saying is trash.
Yeah, okay.
Believer,
Born again believers ain't honest. Some of them.
Dwayne, what you're saying is such trash. We can say that with anything. I dismiss myself. Of course, we don't have to do anything.
But it's the truth, right? It's the truth. We don't have to do anything.
You don't have to say that. That goes without saying.
We don't have to do it. No, it doesn't go without saying, because people legitimately feel like
trash, and you know it. And now you're trying to clean it up.
Legitimately feel.
Stay black and die.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not cleaning up nothing. This is how I feel. I applaud people for being honest, because at the end of the day, nobody has to be honest with you. You can go to a car dealership and they can tell you. They can tell you that the car, they don't. No, some people don't.
That sounds like the words of a cheat. That's all I'm saying.
That's not
you
the
know,
words
you
of a cheat.
act like
that's the words of a man who understands the world. Who understands the world. I'm not in my own headspace. I'm not in my whole headspace. I understand the world. Just like Bishop says it all the time. I'm not talking about something that I do. I'm talking about something that the world does.
No, you sure be advocating for this little
pocket of people.
When you get done,
this little pocket of people.
You stay advocating for foolishness.
I don't advocate for foolishness, because I'm not saying don't be accountable.
Bruh.
It's not foolishness. I'm telling you what the world
tell you why
does.
It's foolishness,
the
because
world ain't honest.
Let
me ask you a question. How many relationships you been in?
We don't have to do.
How many relationships you been in? How many relationships you been in?
It doesn't matter when you get
no. How many relationships you been in?
Nothing.
How many
we all
relationships
have free
you been
will.
in?
So for you to stay,
how many relationships have you been in? And how many have failed because of lies?
Probably the person who don't tell the people.
How many relationships have you been in? How many relationships have you been in, and how many relationships have they lied to you? Tell me that.
I don't have nothing.
So if they have to be honest, let's go back and get all of them. Let's go back and get all of them and say, be honest, because you would be with them right now.
No. Trust me. Me not being in a relationship, it ain't because I was with a whole bunch of liars. I mean, I know that you think that being honest is a privilege.
So what?
But it's not.
Why? So why you not with
brushing your teeth in the morning?
Why you not with them?
No, that's something you're supposed to do.
Wayne is shaking the table.
Why you not
that's
with
because he likes to advocate for
you said somebody brushing their teeth. They don't have to. Just because you do something, nobody else has to do it. That's what you're missing. You want to
advocating for.
You want to play on words. You want to play on words and be like, "Oh, it's a privilege." Nobody has to do it. Nobody has to do it. Thank you for being honest, Frank. Thank you for being honest. The legend mommy, thank you for being honest. Mo, thank you for being honest. I applaud you guys for being honest.
And I'm with Frank on that. Where I come from, we don't.
Don't
And,
have to
and
be
I don't
honest.
know. I don't
Thank
know
y'all
how.
for being
I don't know
honest.
how old you are, but maybe you're
Thank y'all
like
for
at
being
the
honest.
last end of the '80s babies, where y'all want participation
Thank y'all for being
trophies for
honest.
showing up. But where I come from, you don't
Thank
get
y'all for being
applauded just
honest.
for showing up. Not
Thank y'all for
around
being
here. You
honest.
actually have to do something. But like I
Thank
said,
y'all for
yes,
being
brushing
honest.
your teeth is optional. But there's a set of people who brush their teeth because it's
Thank
good
y'all for being
hygiene,
honest.
and then there's a set of people who think that brushing their teeth that
I
they're doing
appreciate y'all.
themselves a favor.
Y'all
But
don't
if
have
you
to
want to
be.
be a
Thank y'all
cheater,
for
that's
being.
Dwayne,
different.
hush
We
and
already
listen.
know. We know you a
Thank
cheater.
Thank y'all for being honest. I appreciate y'all.
Child.
Transition us, Frank. Transition us.
Well,
Thank y'all.
you're tuned into when the right one. Oh, I'm sorry. We argue like when the right one comes.
Yeah, listen. I'm like,
We
I ain't
need to
never
move
seen nobody
Tatiana
go
over here,
so
cause
hard for
I
two
know
people
this
in
shit is-
life.
Yo was about to say the wrong show. Yo, you was about to say the wrong show. Frankly speaking, tonight. This is
Dwayne,
This
frankly
is
speaking.
Dwayne,
cheaters.
I'm gonna speak as a fellow cast member to Tatiana and Frank, because you know you're a guest or whatever. You have to learn how to listen. You have to learn how to listen. We have to share this platform equally, Dwayne, and you cannot keep butting in on us. That is very rude. You are causing me and the rest of the people in the audience to drink, and we don't like that.
Okay, I won't
So
say
let's
nothing for the rest of the show.
That's your second time saying that, and you still been talking.
What are you saying?
That he won't
know
say
you was
nothing
saying
for the rest of the show. Like, I'm
Okay,
just saying,
well, we need to see your mute button.
we'll highlight cheaters. We maybe towards the end of the season, we'll do something where we'll highlight the cheaters.
All right, y'all. Listen, thank you for
We love
watching
you
Frankly
regardless.
Speaking tonight. Y'all know the drill. If you've enjoyed this show and you want to sow, you want to be a blessing, you want to give a donation, whatever your lingo is, there is the Cash App, there is the PayPal, 10, 20, or 30. I normally in 3 levels. I challenge you to donate or so on with whatever you do. This has been an amazing show tonight. Probably the most combative show I've had. Wow.
Oh my god!
We've had these moments on When the Right One Comes that I'm on Monday night with Bishop Greg Davis, but never quite like this on Frankly Speaking. I think maybe one other time a show that D and Clee was on, that we all was on. But yeah, this has been good on tonight, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're here every Wednesday night. I got to get a vote for the team for next Wednesday night, though, and a vote for you from you. I know next Wednesday night is Thanksgiving Eve. So if they vote to take a break next week, we might take a break. I might play some old. You in the comments, you tell us what you want next week. Do y'all want to take a break next week or what? And we'll see what it do, and we'll let y'all know. We'll let you know what we see in the comments. Again, Cash Out, PayPal is on the screen. Man, Dwayne, last words before we sign off tonight. I want to thank Dwayne. Thank for Tim. The past couple of weeks being on, I really appreciate them. They have their own shows, things that they do on Instagram. Dwayne is with me every Monday night on When the Right One Comes, and he's been with us for the past what 4th. It's the 4th week. Yeah, 4th week. And we appreciate him. Dwayne, last words tonight.
You don't got
Boy, that boy, his feelings.
man of God. You ain't got
shut
nothing to
his mouth, though.
say.
Don't come off mute.
All right, man of God. We love
Dwayne, you
anyway.
quiet?
What?
All
When
right.
you talk so much, we can still imagine what you're saying, even though you're not talking.
It's cool. We love you anyway, man of God.
Tatiana Mo.
Y'all got me
Well, I
tipsy
just want to
tonight,
say,
and it's y'all's fault.
oh, you got tipsy because we drove you to drink. My bad,
I was
girl.
stressed, but no, tonight was a really, really great show. As always, we always have a good time, even with Dwayne on here. You know, we just know that Dwayne gets passionate sometimes, you guys, which causes Tatiana to get passionate, but we love it. We appreciate the emotions. And y'all were very active in the comments tonight. I appreciate all of you, especially the ones that were super consistent. That really keeps us going and keeps us interactive. I'm gonna have to work on some stuff according to y'all in the comments, but I'm gonna do that. And of course, advice from Frank, Dwayne, and Tashiana is always accepts it over here. See, he's still talking. We just can't hear him. He's still talking. But no, I had a great time. And, let's just keep the city in our prayers. A lot happened today, but I'm glad that overall we was able to laugh today and actually enjoy each other because I really did have a good time. And Dwayne, chin up. We ain't beating up on you. So yeah, thank you for having me, Frank. I had a great time. And I'll see y'all next week, hopefully.
They said they love you, Dwayne.
Yep. I just
Frank,
want to
the
start
Frankly
by saying,
Speaking crew loves you, Dwayne.
yeah. I mean, I love Dwayne too. I enjoyed tonight for sure. Keep young Dolph and his family in prayers in the city. This is definitely a time for us to just see ways in which we can collaborate with one another. Check your own circles, how you're moving, how you're interacting with people. So, like I said, it's definitely all love with Dwayne. After the show, I will be passing out participation trophies for anyone who would like one. I really appreciate Frank including us and having us be a part of the show. I mean, I'm grateful. I love it. It's just causing me to grow in more ways than one. Accepting people for their differences, cheaters or not. So I love it here.
Listen, real quick, exit out of that live chat and hit that like button. I need everybody to exit out of the live chat. Hit that like button for me. That helps the algorithms go up. Exit out of the live chat. You'll see like, dislike, live chat, share. Hit that like button for me. And if you haven't shared yet, still share. People can come back and watch the replay. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit that alert button so you'll get an alert every time we go live. And man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, everybody who's here. Without you, there would be no Frankly Speaking. We're still looking for those maybe 75 or so that were on Facebook that have yet to come over, that I've yet to see. So make sure you share to your Facebook timeline and let them know we're on YouTube only. Man, I love y'all. Praying for Memphis. Tough day, but we're gonna keep it pushing, keep grinding as we always do. As Tashiana said, pray for Young Dolph's family and all those connected to him, his friends, his fans, and yeah. And that will be it. And I guess we will see y'all next Sunday. I don't know. I mean next
Not
Wednesday.
Sunday.
Not Sunday.
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, but you can come to church Sunday if you would like. We have two services, 7 a.m. and 9:30 at New Salem, 2237 South Parkway East, Memphis, Tennessee. We're in the heart of the city. You can get to us in 20 minutes from all over the city. Matter of fact, I'll be preaching this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. So I would love to see your face in the place. All right. We on out of here. We'll holler as
Peace.
soon as I can get to my outro.
Good night, Dwayne. Good night, Mo.
Good night, boo. Dwayne and his feelings. It's okay. I don't care.